Good morning, everyone. I'm very glad to welcome you all on behalf of Innovation Sprint to our fourth episode of the Innovation Sprint workshops. I hope you are all doing very well in these challenging times. This is, of course, not as we have imagined the event to be. I wish I could warmly welcome you all in a physical event, but I'm still very happy to see more than 150 participants from all over the world. Many of you connected via Zoom and many others through YouTube. It is true that the pandemic has changed our lives and our working habits, but we should not give up. Especially in our domain, we have to intensify our efforts to come up with approaches to support the pharmaceutical industry, to accelerate the drug development, and to increase their efficacy of interventions with the means of new technologies. The Innovation Sprint workshop started back in 2017. The first one was about shaking up the eHealth industry in the new digital era. A year later, we talked about innovation uptake in eHealth with patient-centric applications and gamification, as well as the regulatory challenges and opportunities. Last year, we have co-organized the event with the University of Twente with the topic of AI-driven insights from real-world data defining biomarkers and behavioral phenotypes. This year, the event is about bridging the silos between clinical research, eHealth, and digital therapeutics, and the rise of the patient-centric applications. So all these episodes of the Innovation Sprint workshops go hand in hand with the story of our company. And for those of you that don't know the story, we started as an eHealth startup. So eHealth is in our DNA, with a product that was assisting patients with COPD and mild cognitive impairment to stay independently and encouraging them via virtual coaching that was contributing to their well-being. So we had solid evidence from 4 deployments in 4 European countries. However, we faced challenges with the regulatory environment as well as the business model, and therefore we have pivoted to the e-clinical sector, offering an EPRO solution. And that was the beginning of Healthenzia. In this journey, we have encountered regulatory challenges like good clinical practice, GDPR, and several medical device standards that we had to adopt and also harmonize with our quality system so that we can operate a software as a service e-clinical solution. Today, and after a lot of sweat, Healthenzia is a validated e-clinical solution, a class 1 medical device that everyone can easily download on a smartphone, pair it with additional devices, while sponsors or investigators, they can configure their clinical study environment, set up questionnaires, recruit patients, and operate like CRM, like Salesforce operate CRMs in the cloud. Healthenzia is currently used by major pharmaceutical players, but this achievement is just the beginning of our journey. And that because we have realized by digging on the collected real-world data and opened new horizons by discovering the potential of digital composite biomarkers that are able to predict future outcomes. In this journey, we observe that clinical research is far away from eHealth and DTX, in fact, very far away. And I guess that you have similar experiences. That shouldn't be the case, as outcomes from both domains can result in mutual benefits. This brings us to today's event, in which we bring experts from both domains to present achievements and brainstorm on the question, which are the boundaries of healthcare and clinical research? A few words about the program today. So we start with 3 keynote talks, which cover the whole spectrum of the workshop topics. And then we are going to have the first track, which is the clinical research and digital biotech. After the lunch break, we have the second track, which is eHealth and digital therapeutics. And in the end, my partner Alfredo will moderate the panel discussion on bridging the 2 silos. As an outcome of this workshop, we will compile the presentations and the discussions in a white paper that we will publish. You will hear more about that in the coming weeks. On another point, we will announce later today, before the lunchtime, a double hackathon event that we are organizing in 2021 that will have, on the one hand side, the hacking of a data set with real-world data including lifestyle information that we will make available with machine learning algorithms, as well as the creation of dialogues for digital therapeutics using the Wool platform. Last but not least, I would like to share with you the excellent initiative of Signal Health that Innovation Sprint supports, and many of you. It is called No Going Back and describes the big steps of clinical research during the pandemic. So let me share the video with you.
In 2020, our whole world stopped. We were frozen, unsure of ourselves or what would happen next, humbled by something we could not even see. We lost the things we cherished most. Moments, memories, time, loved ones. And then we did what humans always do. We adapted. We fought back to preserve our way of life. We became our best selves when things were at their worst. Those shining moments were evident for all of us who work in drug development. We adapted too, out of necessity, and forever changed the way we conduct clinical trials. We stared into the face of a global healthcare crisis and bravely pushed forward to ensure trials would carry on in bold new ways. Now we face a choice: continue the future of clinical research we have seen so clearly, or retreat to the ways of the past. For the patients we pledge to serve, there is only one choice. There is no going back. Make your pledge today at www.nogoingback.health.
So I encourage you to do the same. You know what to do. No going back, only forward. Visit the website and pledge. That said, I'm passing the floor to Irida for the first keynote talk, and I'm very eager for your presentations and the fruitful talks of the day. Enjoy.